Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Gimme That Take, the fastest growing LIV Golf podcast of 2023. Stick around for more takes like this.
Sure was. Great to watch. I mean, those locks. Come on, man. He just gets me excited. When he's playing well, he can beat anybody in the world. And it's pretty cool. You got like DJ Brooks, him, to see them at the top of the leaderboard and go after each other every event. It's awesome.
God,
And
thank
did
God.
anybody want to watch Sepp Straka play today to win? Like, no. Like, I put it on for 2 seconds and I'm like, I'd rather watch like an old episode of Law and Order. Like, actually, I love that show, but it's the only thing I can think
I was
of.
going to say,
course you do.
That sounds like
you
a
do.
great time.
It's just like, it's awful. It's awful. It's so hard to watch. And then you go back to that. It's just super exciting.
We're talking about Jerry Orbach, Law and Order, right?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
Mirska Hargitay. That's his.
Mirska
Oh,
Hargitay.
that's SVU.
You know,
stuff.
No. Let's go back to this. Law and Order. That's
Mirska
you on
Hargitay.
SVU.
You know, I
right?
didn't
That's
know
SVU.
that was. I should have came in with the name, knowing the name. But who's her mom?
What?
Mirska Hargitay's mom, famous
Oh.
Sophia Loren's friend.
Nobody knows.
Well,
this.
somebody look it up. Somebody look it up.
All right. Anyway,
She's
so
very famous. Anyway, look it up.
Mariska Hargitay's mom.
Look it up.
Well, why am I looking this up? Mariska
Because
Hargitay.
she was famous. She was like she died at
Mom.
like 30. or
Jane
something.
Mansfield.
She was Jane Mansfield. Yeah. She was like
She's not famous in any way for me.
Yes, she is.
I mean, give me one thing that Jane Mansfield's done right now.
She was in a ton of movies.
Give me one. I just want one. That's all I want.
She was in
You give me
Jane
one.
Mansfield Diary.
No.
She,
You listen,
like
here,
Some Like It
here.
Hot or something.
Here. I'm. Do not Google this. I'm watching you. If you can
My
give
phone's
me,
on the.
yeah.
Huh?
You're on a computer. If you can give me one. Okay, you can't. If you can
I can.
give me one thing that Jane Mansfield was in, I will.
Playboy.
No, not Playboy. One movie or show that Jane Mansfield was in, I will wipe clean your loss for the Matt Wolf bet. What's up, kids? Usually we have some bullshit banter to start with, like Batman, Legos. How long do you microwave things? I mean, we've had some really stupid things to start this show. But this week, our boy, well, Mac's boy,
My boy.
Rome's cousin, and one of my favorite golfers of all time, took down LIV London. Congratulations, Cam Smith. There's only one way that this podcast could possibly celebrate a Cam Smith win. One way.
Let's go.
Shoey, boys. Let's do it.
This is potentially the worst thing I've ever done.
Nah,
But we're gonna
Fill that shoe up.
try this.
And if you guys are watching along right now, grab a shoe,
Such a mistake.
take some beers.
Let's go, fellers.
Wait. Are you opening that with a wine opener? What is that? A corkscrew?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
classy, bro.
Rome couldn't wait, so I'm gonna go. Mac, you be the last one.
Can't believe we're doing this. How much you doing? Shoe's going in the garbage after this.
Full beer. What do you mean? What am I doing?
I literally just wore that shoe all day, too.
That's disgusting.
All right, here we go.
Stinks.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. There you go. Come on, chug that thing. What are you doing? There you go. Nasty. Those are your high school baseball cleats.
It looks like it, right?
Fucking disgusting.
Ooh,
How
I
mad is
chewed on
everybody?
something there.
How mad are the guys in Al Qaeda going to be when they find out you drank a beer? Is that where you were for the last 2 weeks? You were at ISIS.
You like it?
You were at ISIS day camp for the last 2 weeks. Is that?
That's right.
No one is prouder of a farmer tan than Mac. I mean, this dude's
That's true.
showing off.
My legs are black. My kneecaps look like Casper. That's just how we roll.
Absolutely disgusting. All right, here's the thing. What a tournament. LIV London has this is going to become the first big LIV year-over-year tournament for sure, right? This is where they started at Centurion last year. And this year's tournament was crazy, packed, fans everywhere, people booing Patrick Reed on the greens and chanting, for their British heritage, or it was like Ryder Cup almost. And then
and first and third were fucking Aussies rolling into London being like, fuck you guys.
Oh my God, how awesome was that? And then the greatest thing that could possibly happen for team golf happened on the last green. Cam Smith standing over a 2-putt to win the tournament. 2-putt. But a 1-putt to win for his team.
Yep. How sick.
Oh my God, it is exactly how cool is that, man? Like, it is exactly
how you draw it up, man.
Yeah, exactly how you draw it up. Exactly how you draw it up. Like a 1-putt to get into a playoff with the 4 aces, who, by the way, I hate the 4 aces. God
I know
damn,
you do.
every
We've been saying this since
single
like the 3rd
Sunday.
episode.
I love
when
Pat
they
Perez.
win, they win. You say
They're
they
like
cheat.
the Cowboys of yesteryear and the Patriots of yesterday. Like, they're super powered and they keep winning and they take no prisoners.
I mean, Pat Perez must be like, what's he shooting 65 every Sunday? It's unbelievable. I mean, he cuts his locks and he still goes out there and shoots. I don't even know what he shot today, 66 or something like that. It was unbelievable.
He's definitely not Samson.
They were like way off the leaderboard.
But he just has to play decent golf, and he's just raking in money for team wins.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, he's doing what he's got to do. He's not thinking about. I mean, of course, he's thinking about winning, but individual. But he's doing what he's got to do to keep his team up there every week. It's amazing. Guy's just raking money in.
So speaking of winning, Cam Smith obviously wins LIV London, the first ever repeat event in the history of LIV. And Cam goes out there and he had a really good lead for most of the day, despite, and Rome and I talked about this last week, despite the fact that this guy couldn't find a fairway, couldn't find a green, just scrambled his ass off.
Cannot believe
somehow,
how he was able to make so many amazing shots from the rough, rough that would have been abysmal for anybody else. Well, those of us mere mortals.
Right. Forget about the rough shots. Like this, he was sinking 15, 16.
Putter. It's just every time the commentator's like, if I could have his putter for a day, it would be amazing. I would shoot the, lights out. It's unbelievable. And as he's saying that, he drains a 42-footer. Like, for birdie, that was unexpected. They said just if he gets this within 3 feet, it'll be a great putt. And he drains it. Yeah. It's unbelievable. His putt, that stick, man. I'm telling you, if he starts getting hot again with that, see ya.
Yeah. Well, his teammate, Mark Leishman, had a tremendous 3 days on the course and really pushed him all the way to the end. And then Patrick Reed came out of nowhere and just kind of surged up the leaderboard all day long, just putting the pressure on Cam, as Cam was, birdie here, bogey there, birdie, bogey, up 1 or up 2, back 1, up 2, back 1. But on 17 with like a 12-foot putt, which would have made it a 1-stroke lead going into 18 had he missed the putt. Just literally center cup. Like, he hit it. It started rolling. You knew it was going in the second his putter touched that.
Absolutely.
I mean, the millisecond his putter touched it, it was going right in the center cup, and he just drained it like he did the entire weekend. It was unbelievable. What a show by Cam Smith and the putter. Unbelievable.
Sure was. Great to watch. I mean, those locks. Come on, man. He just gets me excited. When he's playing well, he can beat anybody in the world. And it's pretty cool. You got like DJ Brooks, him, to see them at the top of the leaderboard and go after each other every event. It's awesome.
God,
and
thank
did
God.
Anybody want to watch Sepp Straka play today to win? Like, no. Like, I put it on for 2 seconds and I'm like, I'd rather watch like an old episode of Law and Order. Like, actually, I love that show, but it's the only thing I can think of.
Of course you do.
That sounds like a great time.
It's just like, it's awful. It's awful. It's so hard to watch. And then you go back to that. It's just super exciting.
We're talking about Jerry Orbach, Law and Order, right?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
Mariska Hargitay. That's his.
Mariska
Oh,
Hargitay.
that's SVU.
You know,
stuff.
No. Let's go back to this. Law and Order. That's
Mariska
you on
Hargitay.
SVU.
You know, I
right?
didn't
That's
know
SVU.
that was. I should have came in with the name, knowing the name. But who's her mom?
What?
Mariska Hargitay's mom, famous
Oh.
Sophia Loren's friend.
Nobody knows.
Well,
This.
somebody look it up. Somebody look it up.
All right. Anyway,
She's
so
very famous. Anyway, look it up.
Mariska Hargitay's mom.
Look it up.
Well, why am I looking this up? Mariska
Because
Hargitay.
she was famous. She was like she died at like 30. or
Jane
something.
Mansfield.
She was. Yeah, Jane Mansfield. Yeah. She was like
She's not famous in any way for me.
Yeah, she is.
I mean, give me one thing that Jane Mansfield's done right now.
She was in a ton of movies.
Give me one. I just want one. That's all I want.
She was in.
You give me
Jane
one.
Mansfield Diary.
No.
She,
You listen.
like
Here,
Some Like
here.
It Hot or something.
Here. I'm. Do not Google this. I'm watching you. If you can
My
give
phone's
me,
on the.
yeah,
Huh?
You're on a computer. If you can give me one, okay, you can't. If you can
I can.
give me one thing that Jane Mansfield was in, I will.
Playboy.
No, not Playboy. One movie or show that Jane Mansfield was in, I will wipe clean your loss for the Matt Wolf bet. Right now, get 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7.
You're going way too fast. She
5,
did
4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead.
She did something. What didn't was she in the? She was in the movie
Yeah,
with the guy.
Yeah, no, she got nothing. Listen, Jane Mansfield was not in a fucking.
She
thing
died super
after-
young in like a car
she
crash.
wasn't,
or
yeah,
something.
she wasn't in a thing after 1967, bro. You don't know
Right. That's what I'm
Jane
saying. She was
Mansfield
really famous
is.
back in the day.
Yeah,
But all right, go ahead. You said Mariska Hargitay. I was just thinking
Anyway,
about that. Go ahead.
SVU.
Guys,
That's your shit.
let's save all this for our pop culture podcast.
Yeah.
We can't go a show without talking about some stupid shit. Anyway, Cam Smith winner, but he missed the putt for Ripper GC to finally get. I know that ripped your heart out.
Yeah, it did. You know, that's my team. I love Mark Leishman. He put a heck of a event together, played really well. And it sucked to see that. But, I mean, there's positives there, Would you be able to make that putt?
No.
No.
I mean,
I know they're on a level way beyond our, whatever we could expect to possibly play. But, dude, it's a tough putt to make. I mean, come on.
What a crazy thought that the guy who's winning a tournament knows what his team needs on the last hole. How weird is that? Like, that's awesome and also weird at the same time. Like, you don't, unless you watch a lot of college golf, you have no idea that these guys have any clue about the score throughout, right? Because that's high school golf, college golf, anything outside of professional golf except for LIV. But he knew. I mean, he knew. And he said it immediately afterwards. Like obviously he saw his reaction. He knew he missed the putt that would have put them in a playoff. And then immediately afterwards, he's like, kind of mixed emotions, like my team deserved to win. I hit a good putt, but we didn't win.
Yeah.
Then they sprayed him. Jed Morgan, good for him. He played well today. Hasn't played well all year. Played well today. Kept them in it, despite the fact that Cam and Leishman kind of weren't running. They played well, but Sunday they didn't continue their Friday and Saturday pace. If they had continued obviously they had to continue their Friday and Saturday pace, they would have been way beyond every other team. Yeah. But the four
You still feel the same way about the four aces?
It's crazy, man. Like, break the team up. It's too good.
They're going to, though.
Are they?
I mean, they did in years past. They took people out. They added players to the four aces this year.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is, like, that which player, like, they're not getting rid of. First of all, DJ's not getting rid of Patty Reed, right?
I don't think. Okay,
right.
No chance. Those guys are best buds. They're best.
There's. I think you misunderstand what I'm trying to say. Is that from last year to this year, they asked members of teams that weren't captains already to captain new teams, and you're going to have people that are going to leave, and you're going to have people that are going to maybe they want to expand and add another team or change things around, which they did this year. I think Patty Reed will probably be one of those players, especially after the performances throughout the year this year, that they're going to offer captainship of another team. And he's not going to say no
America.
to that.
Yeah, there's no way he's going to say no. I think
Right.
that's the only way to beat the 4 aces, right? Is to break him up. Is it? I mean, otherwise they're going to run away.
What does he name his team? The Americas?
Well, I don't. You guys watched, right?
Captain America.
There are real sponsors now. Like we're not watching.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, we're not watching CW commercials between every single thing. It's amazing. Finally, thank God. And
I mean, there's still a fair share of
there's
CW
still a fair
commercials.
Share. Stupid ass
It's
commercials.
like, oh wow, the Beauty and the Beast that came out like 10 years ago. You guys are playing reruns of that.
Lucifer's coming. Yeah, Lucifer's coming to get us all. Yeah.
Seventh Heaven's on.
That show's been off the air for 20 years. It's
almost
as old as Jane Mansfield, bro.
Oh, come on.
Oh my God. Anyway, yeah. So good.
It's not Jay Spald. He steals his neighbor's cable. Okay, that's
right.
Finally commercials. There's a problem though, because next year, like really soon, right? We're in July already. The Papa Golf Alpha is going to announce their schedule because their seasons don't run the same
concurrently.
Yeah. So once the winter starts to come, they're going to be looking for Papa Golf Alpha in Hawaii, the Southern California events, whatnot, Puerto Rico, the islands, all these things, they come up like really quickly after Ryder Cup. And so I don't think what do you guys think? I don't think the deal is going to be done between the two, the tour and the league. And so,
well, I know DJ was saying in one of his interviews that they were putting together their LIV event schedule through 2024. So I don't know if they're going to be partnering or merging or whatever you want to call it next year. It may start or some sort of fashion. The wheels might start turning next year, but it could go into 2024 or 2025 even.
Yeah,
before we actually see some sort of, full merge.
Yeah, Rome's talking about giving Patrick Reed his own team next year. I don't think that's possible because they're just not gonna. I mean, I know that we have the cut. We got the 24 player, guaranteed spot, but like if Peter Uihlein finishes 26th or 27th, he's not leaving the 4 aces. Like he's not gonna become a free agent. He's gonna stay on the team that he's on. I feel like they should have done a little. I was thinking about this today. Like maybe the top 5, if you finish in the top 5 teams or the top 6 teams, your team just stays the same, right? Because like Stinger, who's leaving Stinger? Nobody. It doesn't matter if one of these guys.
I think the regional teams, like the South American team and the British team and the Scottish and obviously the Rippers from Australia,
South African.
Yeah, they're all.
Chileans,
I think they're all.
Turkey.
They're all gonna stay relatively the same. South American, yes, thank you. I think a lot of them are gonna stay relatively the same. They might decide. I mean, listen. After the comments in Sports Illustrated, I don't think Matt Wolf is going to be.
I'll tell you,
dude,
Smash
that's a whole other conversation.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Sucks.
Let's talk about that.
I mean, Brooks is going to always tell it how it is. That's what he was feeling. That's what he thinks. And he came out and said it. Is it the right platform? Probably not. I mean, Sports Illustrated's kind of big, but I mean, I don't think it was done the right way. I think obviously that's a conversation you have in a locker room, or hey, buddy, let's go have a drink and we'll talk. But you don't say that on Sports Illustrated for the world to see behind Matt's back, and the guy apparently suffering from all sorts of, I mean, I don't know Matt Wolf like that. We don't hang out on Saturdays, but maybe he's dealing with some other demons that he's taking care of, and to just throw it out there and him to come back and be like, he basically said like Brooks was a bully, and then Matt Wolf is just like, dude, that sucks, man. Like, why would you talk to him about me like that? Like, it was instead of going back at Brooks, it was kind of like all right, man, like I see what you did. I don't know. How do you feel about it?
Jerome, tell him how we feel about this.
I think it's super fucking unprofessional. I mean, like, you're a fucking captain.
Obviously.
You're fucking captain. Like, what are you doing? Shut the fuck up. And on top of that,
I'm stunned at this, by the way. Couldn't be more stunned that I'm the only person who thinks differently. Go ahead.
I can't believe like they're gonna look for things to bitch at about LIV players about, and this is very clearly something that they can use against him.
You guys are so full of shit. You guys are so full of shit.
I'm 50-50. That's how I explained it.
50.
Like I
We're
feel
full
like
of shit. You're so full of shit. It's coming out of your fucking eyes.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Feel.
Go ahead.
How I feel,
No.
it basically to sum it up, is that I think Brooks is always going to tell it how it is. It's okay that I think it's okay that he said it. I just don't think it's okay that he said it the way he said it. Now, with that being said, that's the only way Brooks does things, right? When he was having issues with Bryson DeChambeau, right on his live interview, he's walking behind him and he said the same thing. He's not going to hold anything back. So that's how he gets his stuff across. You know, he lets the whole world know the same time that he lets the person he's attacking know. So I don't necessarily think it was the way to do it with Matt Wolff, because I think Matt Wolff is a tender fella. So I think that's what is you got to be careful who you're dealing with. I guess as a captain, that's where I just see it a little bit. But on the other hand, I mean that's how Brooks operates, and if you're on his team, you're susceptible to whatever he says.
Bingo. Because everybody loves Brooks. Everyone loved to watch him talk shit to Bryson. Everyone loved him to say it how it was. People are acting like this is not something that we thought was going to happen. You ask Brooks Koepka a question, he answers the question. It's the one thing that everyone hates about athletes, is that they give you that bullshit coached media response. Not Brooks Koepka. Not Brooks Koepka. He'll tell you, I should have won this tournament.
Similar to like a Russell Westbrook kind of thing.
Well, I mean, but he's much better than Russell Westbrook. I mean, come on.
I'm talking about interviews.
Yeah.
You know, he just doesn't care. Or like a Marshawn Lynch or something.
Sure. And
every sport has a guy that deals with the media a certain way.
It's so refreshing to hear a golfer look at, you know, I mean, like the LIV media is not really like media, right? Like, so it's kind of media, it's kind of not. It's kind of like they invite the people who, you know, like we might get invited to go to Bedminster.
Yeah, their media is more like just advertising. It's not like
for sure
critical. It's not very critical of them.
For sure not. I mean, like they are definitely like, we talk about the Papa Golf Alpha media supporting them and saying nothing bad about them. I mean, the LIV media does the same thing.
It's true.
But these players are still in that like media coached kind of responses. Like you listen to Ian Poulter talk about his grandma and how great everything is, and you listen to like Matt Wolff talk about how he's dealing with mental health issues. He might be whatever, you know, like you listen to these guys and you know what they're going to say. Like you could answer the question for them if you've ever listened to a golf interview, not Brooks Koepka. And that's something that you should, I mean, like we should all really appreciate, because he's not LeBron James opening the book to 20 pages in every single time that LeBron James has the fucking camera on him in the locker room. He's never read a book in his life. You know what I mean?
He's just always really concerned about what's going on in the table of contents.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. But like, this is something that we should not be critical of Brooks for this. We should be supporting him for saying the exact thing that he needs to say about his team, because this is what he says in the locker room, and this is what he says to the media, and this is what he'd say if he was on the show. He'd say
what he tells his wife when they're at home. It's the same thing. I agree. I agree with that part of it 100%.
And if you love Brooks, you love Brooks because of that.
Yeah.
And his golf game. And
he is easily, you love him or you hate him. He is that kind of guy. There's no in between. Like, oh yeah, Brooks is all right. I could get down with Brooks. You either love him or you hate him.
100%. 100%. Rum, let's talk about before we get into the contest, let's talk about your boy, because he was surging on Sunday, Bryson, again. He's going to win a tournament. He's going to win a tournament.
Up and down. He was up and down. There was looking at the talking heads for the LIV, all their live correspondents. I mean, I think two of them had Bryson is winning this one. I just think he was hot and cold. He'd surge ahead and then he'd fall back, and he'd surge ahead and then he'd fall back. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, Centurion obviously had some holes that were just impossible to play, and it had some holes that were very easy to play. It was a very mixed bag of holes, so it depended. Like, obviously, I think I was reading or listening somewhere where it was like there was only like the par 5 9th, right? So there was like 4 par 5s in the last 10 holes or something like that, right? If you were playing 1 through 18 today. So you had to know. There's another show, 54 Live is the name of another Live Golf podcast. Good show. And they always talk
Shout
about
out.
how, shout out. They always talk about how Live is missing the boat by not telling you how many par 5s are left on a guy's round, because those par 5s make a huge difference, right?
They did that today. They did that
Oh, did
today.
they? Awesome.
Yeah, they
Okay.
did. I
Okay.
heard that. They
Cool.
did. They said, he's got two or three par 5s left. He's got to take advantage on those par 5s. Faraday brought it up. And he said that if he does, the only way that it would switch roles and he wouldn't win this, put pedal down and win it, would be if he didn't take advantage of those par 5s, but somebody that's coming up the rank did.
Awesome.
So yeah, that was good.
Yeah, because they, like you watch a regular golf tournament, you already know what's happening on 17. You already know what's happening on 16, 15, whatever. But some guys played 15, 16, 7. Like Brooks started on 17. So he already got 18 out of the way. So he only had, 3 par 5s on coming in versus Cam and Leishman and these guys who had 4 par 5s still coming in. So they should highlight that more and more, obviously.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. The only thing that matters in the show is who's going to wear a skirt and play from the red tees. And if you listened last week, you knew that I
had a monster week. Then now I got screwed.
That Mac crushed it, and he didn't get a chance to gloat about his Taylor Gooch win. I mean, really difficult to pick the best player and live and have him win a tournament. I mean, really.
I mean,
you knocked it out of the park,
right?
You really dug deep. Yeah, you really dug deep for that pick.
That's the point.
Out on a limb. And so you extended
wonderfully every week.
You extended your lead, and then you this week thought that you could go really safe and not let Rome and I start to
time out. It's not necessarily safe. It was who I had left to pick. The reason I was in the lead by so much is because I picked good players at correct times, and it worked out in my advantage.
How'd it work this week?
But I don't have a lot of good picks left. You guys taking Gooch and Brooks. There you go. 2 big solid picks that you're going to get points from. You both said it before this week even happened that you're going to get points no matter what. And I knew that I like I said to Jerome, I said, I'm just trying to skate by. Now, I didn't think he'd shoot plus above par, but whatever. I thought he'd be around 3-4 under and kind of keep me in the mix.
Well,
what did he end at?
Jerome, +1. Jerome,
+1, right? Yeah.
Give Mac and the people an update on our contest. If you haven't ever heard about this contest before, your first time listening, the 3 of us are picking a live player every week. We can't pick the same one, and we can't pick the same one twice. And I really want to talk about the first thing I said. We can't pick the same one. So if we get down to the end, and Mac, you cannot pick a player that Jerome and I have picked already if we're behind you. So you can't box us out.
Where was this rule?
It's been the same rule all year. It's been the same rule all year.
Of course.
Can't pick the same one. Can't pick the same one twice. Okay. Anyway, and the winner of this competition will get around anywhere on Earth that they want, paid for by the other 2, and the last place person will pay for their own round in a skirt from the red tees. Where are we at with our contest?
So Mac is currently sitting at 65 under as a total.
Wow. Where was he last week?
He was 66
Oh,
under.
Geez, that's the wrong direction.
And Aaron finished last week 40 under, and now he's 47 under.
Boom.
I finished last week 41 under, and I am now also 47 under.
You guys got a lot of work to do, boys.
Yes. Head to head.
A lot of work to do.
But
it only takes 1 or 2 weeks. You're in the mix. You're in the mix.
We are right there. I mean, we're literally right there. You will feel us after West Virginia in a couple weeks. Yeah, you'll feel us after West Virginia. By the way, did you hear who's every week they have a musical guest every single, and things you never heard of.
Can we back up a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, so okay. So whoever wins gets the other 2 people pay for him to play wherever he wants?
Anywhere in the United States. Yeah. No, the world. I mean, I don't give a shit where you play.
That's been
I'm saying anywhere
in the world.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
1 round of golf.
1 round of golf.
I'm
I,
not
I would
going,
say
we
I
can't.
would s- I would say you have to I would say you have to use it before the next live golf season starts. I would say that.
100%.
Or I'm going. I could go in the winter. That's fine. All right.
Yeah, wherever you
Oh,
I
okay.
mean,
You're
you're
gonna-
not going to
listen,
win. Who gives a shit?
If
No
you
matter
right,
what.
well-
you got to pay for travel, however you fucking get there.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now that then so the middle guy kind of gets screwed. Then he has to help pay for the other guy, but he doesn't have to wear a dress.
Hey,
He
second,
doesn't
second,
risk it.
Correct.
second place is the first
First
place
loser. Yeah, it's first
And then
loser.
third place has to not only pay for their own round but wear the dress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hit
Well,
from the Reds. Like
wild.
hit
If-
from the Reds. It's going to be. That's the worst. I feel like the
I'll
script's
find the
not that bad.
cheapest course. If it ends up being me, I will find the cheapest course possible.
18. Don't forget. Can't play 9. Got to play 18.
I understand.
Okay. Just making sure. All right.
I gotta start
So
picking
that's
big
yeah,
names
well.
here. I need okay. All right, go ahead. On to what you're saying.
No, I mean, all I was going to say is who played golf this week? Anybody?
I played.
Well, you've been off for a
Um,
month, Max. So
Yeah, so we went away. I drove up with Chris. Oh no. So we went down to PA. It was really fun. And we had like a little 4-on-4 type scramble deal. Like we did scramble, we did alternate shot, we did best ball, and we did best ball, alternate shot, scramble, and then match play the last day. All based on handicap. So that was a lot of fun. I beat Cheech. That's all that matters. Cheech, I know you're listening. So we got him, but Austin, we got all our points on the last day on match play. Austin unfortunately lost his match, and to good old Steve, and we did not win. So Cheech's team won, but it was a good round. Got 4 rounds in. First day shot 78. That was best ball was the only time we could get our actual score, so that was really good. That was out at Shawnee Inn in PA. Dutchess County Amateurs this Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's my wife's
Attaboy.
birthday. Shout out
Go
to my
get it.
wife. She's gonna caddy for me on Saturday
oh,
on her birthday, so that'll be
All
cool.
right.
Austin's gonna
Somebody
caddy
who can
for me
see
on Friday.
somebody who can see a break in the green. That'd be nice. Which
Yeah,
putter,
right. Maybe she'll
Which
actually
putter are
help
you
me.
bringing? Which putter are you bringing?
I don't know yet. No, I'm sticking all year, bro. Going with it.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
playing really well, so putting good, feeling good. So I'm finally at a good spot. So we'll
Jerome.
see. We'll see how that goes. Haven't
Jerome.
played McCann at all this year though, so
Okay.
we'll see.
Well, you never played McCann before. You played it fucking 200
Never, yeah,
times.
for sure. First time.
Jerome. Any golf?
Friday I played Centennial. I played 18 there. Had a really good time.
Centennial, nice, bro.
I loved it. Austin's been
First
talking
time?
about it forever. Yeah, it was a
Great
first time
course.
Yeah.
there. Loved it. And then I played College Hill. Played 9 this morning.
And what do we got?
Not great.
Are we there? Are we there?
Before the rain.
I shot a 48. It was not great.
Oh, what about Centennial?
Oh,
What'd you do?
Centennial. I shot a 98.
Okay.
That's not bad for there.
That's not bad, man.
That's a tough course. The greens are tough.
I had two meltdown holes where nothing went right. So that really screwed me over. I got stuff to work on always.
It's like I think it's the first week I didn't play golf. I mean, I hit some golf balls, but didn't play around. So
You didn't play on Monday?
Wow.
did I play on Monday?
I don't know. Did you?
I don't know. I don't think so. No.
Did you play on the 4th of July?
No. Fuck no.
Oh,
No.
Okay.
Definitely not. Going out to the Charleston Muni, which by the way is an amazing place to play. I'm going to play that on the 14th, whenever that is. Friday, Thursday,
Very cool.
something this week. Yeah, it's a course that they brought back to like the 1800s, and they put like square flat greens, and redesigned the course back to when it was originally built. So
Oh, that's cool.
cool.
Oh wow.
Super excited.
Did they use?
You
slave
can only
labor?
use wooden sticks, yeah, and you have to use the old golf balls, yeah, and no black.
It's on the old plantation.
Can you
yeah.
say that on YouTube? I'm not sure.
I mean,
South Carolina.
it's Charleston, South Carolina.
Yeah.
I can only assume.
All right. People have made it to the end of the show.
Wait.
All right, guys.
Wait.
Oh.
We're not talking Bedminster?
We're gonna.
I know
gonna
we're
save
a
it.
while out, but
I know we're gonna say
big news.
It
We're
is
going.
big
It's
news. It is big
official.
news. It's official. We're gonna be there. Your boys are gonna be on the course. Even bigger than that, we're going to be rubbing dicks with Donald Trump.
Sure are.
Yeah.
We'll leave
so-
it at that.
Yeah.
We'll have a lot of video, but we're definitely gonna be there. So that's
100%.
We're
We're
in. It's
we are
official.
going to be on Bedminster. We're going to be on the ground.
A lot of videos. A lot of videos.
Hopefully we will get real close to the action.
If we get somebody on the podcast, that'd be sick.
That'd be sick. All right.
D Trump would be sweet.
D Trump
train.
Yeah.
All right, real quick to wrap this up. Follow us on social media. If you're on YouTube, hit subscribe, hit the bell in the corner. If you're on Instagram, Twitter, if you're on Threads, I just joined Threads. So Jerome Gotham on Threads. Talk to us.
He plugs his own fucking socials at the end.
It's
of the
for
show.
us. I don't.
Jerome.
I even put the listen, my OnlyFans is
wear your Batman gear.
If you want to see my butthole, yeah, by all means.
I'll pay for that. Yeah, I know. I'll pay for it still.
butthole.
I'll still pay for it.
I know you will.
What you got? Just subscribe. Just click the stupid bell.
Yeah.
No,
More
the bell-
better videos are coming soon too.
Yeah,
we got
and the-
plans.
Yeah, and the bells
We're
are.
gonna do.
Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna do some encore stuff. Me, Austin, Shaq. We got
Oh.
some things in the works.
Okay,
So hopefully
music
in the next,
videos. Nice.
couple
With
weeks, we're gonna
Jay-Z
be
and
doing
Linkin
some-
Park or something. I'm
yeah,
not
we're
sure
gonna be
what
doing
the
some on-course challenges. and
Oh,
stuff,
on
so-
course. Okay, I think
On
it's
course.
encore. Yeah.
On course. So we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that going. This way we have some stuff to upload, whether it's on TikTok or YouTube or whatever. But
Yeah.
we'll get some live match plays going.
All right. Let's get out of here.
Peace.
Let's get the fuck out of
Later.
here.
Yeah.